Welcome back, everyone. Today we're cutting through the fluff and talking about something that matters: remarriage after 70. No sugarcoating, just the real, sometimes uncomfortable truths. We're diving into 7 expert-backed reasons why tying the knot again in your golden years might not be the fairy tale you expect. These aren't just opinions. They're drawn from financial planners, estate lawyers, psychologists, and real-life stories from seniors who've been there. We'll tackle the tough stuff: money, family, independence, and more. Stick around because the last reason is the one that surprises most people. Let's break it down so you can make a smart, informed decision. Ready? Let's get started. Let's start with the biggest shocker: money. It's the one thing we all hope to have sorted by the time we reach our golden years, but life has a way of throwing curveballs, especially when it comes to love and finances later in life. Many people believe that remarrying after 70 is just about companionship and happiness, but the financial consequences can be far more complicated and far-reaching than you might expect. Remarrying after 70 can unravel your financial security in ways you never imagined. Suddenly, the careful planning you did for decades can be upended by a single signature on a marriage certificate. The rules change, and so do the risks. Survivors' pensions? Many end the moment you remarry. Gone, just like that. If you were relying on a late spouse's pension to cover your expenses, you could find yourself without that safety net overnight, with little warning and even less recourse. Social Security benefits can shrink or vanish, especially if you're on survivor benefits. The government has strict rules, and a new marriage can mean a dramatic reduction in your monthly income. For many, this comes as a devastating surprise, leaving them scrambling to adjust their lifestyle. Your assets, home, savings, investments, can become marital property, putting your legacy for your kids at risk. What you thought was protected for your children or grandchildren could suddenly be up for grabs in a divorce or after your passing, especially if you haven't updated your legal documents. And if your new spouse brings debt, creditors could come after what you've built. Even if you've always been careful with your money, marrying someone with financial baggage can put your nest egg in jeopardy. Medical bills, credit card debt, or even old tax issues can become your problem too. Inheritance plans? Remarriage can override your will, giving your new spouse a legal claim to your estate, no matter your intentions. State laws often favor the surviving spouse, which means your carefully crafted plans for your children or other heirs could be swept aside. The result? Family feuds, lost inheritances, and a lifetime of savings at risk. Siblings can turn against each other, and families can be torn apart by disputes that could have been avoided with better planning and awareness. It's not about being unromantic. It's about protecting yourself and your family. Love is important, but so is making sure your years of hard work don't disappear in a legal or financial tangle. Before you say "I do," get expert legal and financial advice. Sit down with a professional who understands the unique challenges of late-in-life marriage. They can help you update your will, review your beneficiary designations, and create a plan that keeps your assets safe. Don't let love blind you to the financial quicksand beneath your feet. Take the time to ask tough questions and have honest conversations with your partner and your family. It's better to be cautious now than regretful later. Your golden years should be secure, not stressful. You deserve peace of mind, knowing that your future and your family's future is protected, no matter what life brings. Think twice before risking your financial future. Protect your legacy. Be smart, not sorry. Money matters, don't ignore it. Let's move on. Money isn't the only thing at stake. Your family dynamics are too. Remarrying can ignite resentment and suspicion among your children and grandchildren. Suddenly, a new spouse is in the picture, and your kids may feel their inheritance and their memories are threatened. Even sentimental items can spark bitter disputes. The result? Family rifts that may never heal. Grandkids feel the tension, holidays become awkward, and your once close family can fracture. Is a new relationship worth risking the bonds you've built over a lifetime? Before you remarry, consider the emotional cost to your family. Talk openly with your loved ones. Protect your relationships as fiercely as your assets. Sometimes the fallout just isn't worth it. Family comes first, don't forget it. Let's keep going. Independence is one of the greatest rewards of reaching 70. After decades of responsibilities, raising families, building careers, and meeting everyone else's needs, you finally get to call the shots. You can wake up when you want, eat what you like, and fill your days with activities that bring you joy. There's a unique peace in having your own space and time, and many find this newfound autonomy deeply satisfying. Remarriage, however, means merging routines, habits, and lifestyles, often at the expense of your hard-won freedom. Suddenly, your carefully crafted environment is shared. The way you organize your home, the pace of your mornings, even the music you play, all become subjects for compromise. Every decision, big or small, turns into a negotiation. Travel plans, who visits and when, what's for dinner, and even what to watch on TV. The simple pleasure of spontaneous choices can disappear, replaced by constant discussions and, sometimes, disagreements. Your social life can shrink if your new partner doesn't mesh with your friends or wants you to join their circles instead. You may find yourself missing old gatherings, or feeling out of place in unfamiliar company, which can lead to a sense of isolation even within a relationship. Personal space? It can feel like it's vanished overnight. You're sharing everything, from closets to quiet time, and sometimes even your favorite chair or reading nook. The little sanctuaries you once enjoyed alone are now shared territory. For many, this loss of autonomy leads to frustration and regret. The daily compromises can build up, making you question if companionship is worth the cost of your independence. Ask yourself, how much independence are you truly willing to give up? Are you prepared to let go of the routines and freedoms you've come to cherish? Companionship is wonderful, but not if it cages you. The comfort of having someone by your side should never come at the cost of your sense of self. Be honest about what you value most. Take time to reflect on your priorities, and don't be afraid to put your needs first. Don't trade your freedom lightly. Once given up, it can be hard to reclaim. Your happiness depends on it. Sometimes the greatest joy comes from embracing solitude and the independence it brings. Think carefully before you merge your life again. Sometimes solitude is sweeter. Protect your independence. Next up, health. Health issues are a reality after 70, and remarriage can make them even more complex than you might expect. As we age, our bodies change, and so do our needs, physically, emotionally, and financially. When you bring a new partner into your life, you're not just blending families or homes, you're also merging medical histories, insurance plans, and caregiving expectations. Your Medicare or insurance plans can change, often for the worse, when you remarry. What once seemed straightforward can become a maze of new rules and unexpected costs. You may find that your coverage is reduced, or that you're suddenly facing higher deductibles and out-of-pocket expenses. Combined incomes may raise your premiums, or even disqualify you from certain benefits you've relied on for years. Suddenly, the financial safety net you counted on feels a lot less secure, and you may have to make tough choices about your care. Long-term care? Your new spouse's assets could prevent you from getting assistance, forcing you to spend down your savings. The rules around Medicaid and long-term care are strict, and many couples are surprised to learn how much they must pay out of pocket before qualifying for help. Caregiving becomes a two-way street. Are you ready to be a full-time nurse, or have someone depend on you? The emotional and physical toll of caregiving can be overwhelming, especially if you haven't discussed expectations or boundaries ahead of time. Your retirement dreams, travel, hobbies, or simply enjoying your golden years, can vanish under the weight of illness and caretaking. Plans you made together may have to change, sometimes overnight, as health needs take priority. And legally, your new spouse may make critical medical decisions for you. Are you sure they know your wishes? Advance directives and living wills are more important than ever, but only if you've had honest conversations about your preferences. Blending health histories is risky and stressful. Medications, allergies, and chronic conditions all need to be managed together, and mistakes can have serious consequences. Talk openly about health, caregiving, and end-of-life plans before remarrying. These conversations may be uncomfortable, but they're essential for protecting both your well-being and your relationship. Don't let love blind you to these realities. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of a new chapter, but ignoring these issues can lead to heartache and hardship down the road. Protect your health and your future. Be prepared, not surprised. Let's dig deeper into what you need to know to make remarriage after 70 a healthy, happy, and secure experience. By 70, everyone has emotional baggage, grief, habits, old wounds. Remarriage means merging two complex histories, not starting fresh. The memory of a late spouse lingers, and comparisons are inevitable. Old traumas and trust issues can resurface, making new relationships fragile. Communication styles clash, and unresolved issues from the past can poison the present. Your new partner brings their own baggage too. Are you ready to carry it? Emotional exhaustion can replace joy if you're not both ready to heal. Sometimes working on yourself is wiser than seeking a new partner to fix old pain. Don't rush into remarriage hoping for a clean slate. Be honest about your emotional readiness. Heal first, love second. Protect your peace of mind. Now let's talk legalities. Remarriage after 70 is a legal minefield. A prenup isn't unromantic. It's essential to protect your assets and your family. You'll need to overhaul your will, trusts, and powers of attorney. Who gets what, and who makes decisions if you can't? Joint property and bank accounts can expose you to your spouse's debts and legal troubles. Taxes may go up, and divorce at this age can be financially devastating. The legal system isn't designed for the complexities of senior remarriage. One misstep can undo a lifetime of careful planning. Consult estate attorneys and financial advisors before you say, "I do." Don't let love lead you into legal chaos. Protect your future and your families. Be smart, not sorry. Legal clarity is love too. One last reason to consider. Remarriage can quietly dismantle your social world. Your friends, neighbors, and community are your support system. A new marriage can disrupt these bonds. Friends may drift, and you might lose your place in familiar circles. Community involvement can fade if your new spouse doesn't share your interests. Moving to a new home means losing neighbors who look out for you. Your identity, hard-won after loss, can be swallowed up by a new partnership. The result? Loneliness, even within a marriage. Those small daily connections matter more than you think. Before remarrying, weigh the value of your village. Once lost, it's hard to rebuild. Protect your social fabric. Companionship is great, but not at the cost of your community. Your village is your lifeline. Don't trade it away lightly. Let's wrap up. We've covered the 7 big reasons experts warn against remarriage after 70. It's not about being against love. It's about being realistic and protecting what matters most. Every situation is unique, but you owe it to yourself to look at the risks with clear eyes. Talk to professionals, lawyers, financial advisors, therapists, before making any decisions. Share your experiences in the comments. Your story could help someone else. Take care of yourself and your future.